everybody, welcome back to Not Your Average Glow. My name is Samantha. If you're new here, welcome. This is a safe place where we come and we talk all things mental health. If you're not new, welcome back. We're going to talk about friends. You might hear some background noise. It is a rainy day and we have a tin roof. There's really nothing I can do about it. So just enjoy the pitter patter of the rain, I guess. Something that I've been learning lately in my spiritual walk is the different types of relationships that Spirit, God, the universe allows into your life. We have romantic relationships, we have karmic relationships, we have people that are in our lives forever, and then people that come and they go. And that's a really hard thing to come to terms with, but it's a thing that everyone who is passionate about mental, emotional, spiritual growth is going to experience in your life. Because as you evolve to the next level, as you awaken, as you open up, people are going to fall away. It's just the way life works. It's the way the law of attraction works. In order to make room for what the universe is trying to send you, things have to fall away. I think in life, as teenagers and young adults, we get the wrong idea of what a friend should be. I know this is true for me. We think of like good relationships, whether it be romantic or just friends, are ride or dies. They are there through the thick and thin. They back you up in anything, and they're just, you're human. They always have your back. They're always there to help you through everything. They help you through your battles. They believe in you. They believe in the type of person you are, and they're on your side. They pick your side, and that's not what a real friend is. A real friend isn't this idea of this ride or die that's actually incredibly toxic. See, you can't have emotional maturity without accountability. So a real friend isn't just going to have your back and choose your side on everything. A real friend is going to lovingly let you know when you're in the wrong. A real friend is not only going to hold you accountable for when you're wrong, but they're also going to give you space in times that you're leveling up. See, sometimes spiritual growth calls you to a place of isolation. Sometimes you have to get alone with God. You have to get alone with Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, source. And you have to focus your mind. And you have to be alone. And I think sometimes the way society has taught us to, be ride or dies, be there for our friends in every little thing, sometimes I think we get friendship confused with codependency. I know I do. And that's not healthy. That's incredibly toxic. Real friends allow you space when you need it. Real friends hold you accountable when you're in the wrong. Real friends are there to love you and support you through your ups and downs. They're not going to think less of you when you screw up, but they're going to call you on your shit. Lately in my spiritual journey, I've been called to a season of isolation, and I would be lying if I didn't say it was incredibly lonely. There are people Spirit is calling me to release because they're no longer healthy for me. I have an entire video on toxic people, and in that video I said that one of the types of toxic people that can be in your life aren't necessarily bad people. They just are not healthy for you. Their vibe doesn't align with your vibe. And sometimes people that are completely aligned with you at one season of your life, you start to grow and you start to mature at different levels of your life. And in order to keep evolving and keep maturing, you have to create space. And that's hard. That's not easy for anybody. But I tell you this, that if you trust the process, God, the universe, is going to send you the right people. As people started to fall out of my life, as I've had to release some people and let them go and distance myself, the universe started sending me the right people. That is the law of attraction at work. That is evidence that your manifestations are working. If you want to know if you're close to your blessings and your manifestations, ask yourself, what am I releasing? Because if you're not releasing anything, then you're literally blocking your blessings. So there's a level of faith that's needed in spiritual growth. And it requires you to be lonely sometimes. It requires you to get uncomfortable, to roll around and get dirty with those uncomfortable emotions, depression, anxiety, loneliness, codependency. Find the source where it all started from, lean into it, explore it, roll around with it, and then release it. And sometimes I think that we use friends as a way to distract ourselves from growth. But this does not mean you're called to be alone forever. After that season of hermit mode where you get alone with God, with Source, God starts to introduce the right people. And sometimes the right people are unlike anything you've ever been around before. Sometimes the right people are going to make you the most uncomfortable because they're literally mirroring back to you what you need to work on. They're going to push you out of your comfort zone. They're going to hold you accountable. They're going to call you on your shit. Now, they're going to be loving. They're going to be sweet. And I guess the way you can differentiate, holy crap, my tongue just went, whoa. Differentiate between the right person and somebody that's unhealthy for you is you're not always going to be comfortable with the right people, but you will have peace. So ask yourself this. When you're hanging out with your friends, are they helping you to become a better person? Are they bringing out the best in you? That's one thing you can ask yourself. Another thing you can ask yourself is, after you get done spending a day with this person, do you feel drained? I identify as an introvert. Well, I'm actually what's called an ambivert. It's when you are able to be super extroverted in a social setting, but you need the time alone to recharge your batteries like an introvert. But these last couple of years, I've become extraordinarily introverted. And I had to come to terms with the fact that it wasn't necessarily that I'm super introverted, it was that I was hanging out with the wrong people. So the people that I were surrounding myself with, and they were good people, but they were not healthy for me. They were toxic. Because friendship should have an equal give and take. Not consciously, subconsciously. It's just the natural ebb and flow of, the energy exchange. You should be feeding and being fed. But it was getting to a point where I was leveling up in my mental, emotional, spiritual growth, and they were not. They were not willing to do the work. They were not focused on those things. So we just naturally outgrew each other, but I was afraid to release them because I didn't want to be alone. I didn't trust that God, the universe, had the right people for me. And when I started to be more obedient and I started trusting my intuition, and I started releasing people, the universe started sending me the right people, whether it's via like social media. A lot of them are through social media. And then some people here. Now, recently, one of the things that I started to work on in 2020, it's currently 2021, was I wanted to focus on my mental, emotional, and spiritual growth. That's why I started this channel. And one of the things that I had to heal and come to terms with was my femininity. Every human has both feminine and masculine energy. And the healthiest of people have a good, healthy balance of the two. I was extremely out of balance. I was very good at harnessing my masculine energy. I was very rigid and very stern, and I was focused on money and finances and stability. And it was very worldly, but I was afraid to get in touch with my intuitive side, my nurturing side, my softer side, because it didn't feel safe. So part of my healing and my spiritual growth was getting in touch with my femininity and my sensuality and learning that I'm safe to do so. And that it was actually incredibly empowering for me to learn how to be softer and embrace that side of myself. So, in doing so, I started doing tarot, and I was actually invited to do a boudoir shoot, which is like a sexy mama shoot, like not like pornography, but it's like lingerie. It's more sensual. It's kind of like Victoria's Secret modeling, not porn, but sensual, sexy. And in doing so, I met some of the most uplifting and beautiful women I've ever met. It was like a beautiful energy exchange of empowered women empowering women. And it was lovely. And it really helped me to see my body in a way where I began to respect it and all of its changes. It helped me to see the beauty in myself, because even though I know that I'm a pretty girl and I know that, that I'm attractive or whatever, every woman has their insecurities, every human has their insecurities. And, after you have 2 kids, your body changes, and, I began to not like my physical body. So that was really healing for me. And in doing that, I was able to be fed, but I was also able to create a ripple effect where I was able to draw in other women and help empower them to do the same. And that's not the journey for everybody, but it was nice. So I say all that to say, God, the universe, is going to send you your people. He will work in mysterious ways. If he can send me some of my soul tribe, some people that I know are like lifelong friends, from doing a sexy little photo shoot, he can send you the right people. You just have to be open to source. You have to trust your intuition, and if spirit leads you to get out of your freaking house and climb out of hermit mode and actually venture out and do something social, follow that. It's incredible what kind of blessings are around the corner. So, I have some exciting news. My tarot cards that I've been waiting on to do my tarot pick-a-cards finally came in the mail. Look at how freaking gorgeous these are. They are hand-carved wooden, oh man, you can't even see them. It doesn't even pick up on camera because they're so dark stained. Oh, they are hand-carved wooden tarot cards, and they are magical. I'm so excited. So, coming this week, I am going to be doing tarot pick-a-cards, and I'm going to be using these, so I want you to stay tuned. That is my message for today. I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. That just trust the process, friends come and go, and that the right friends hold you accountable, and they are not always the easiest of friendships, but they don't disturb your peace. Somebody out there needed to hear that because I felt divinely called to post this. And it's a very short video. So, whoever you are, please trust the process, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye!